Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We welcome you to our Hammond City Council public hearing. Roll call, please.
Johnny Blunt.
Here.
Jason Hood.
Here.
Bobby Martin.
Here.
Lamar Marshall.
Here.
Mike Williams.
Here.
Public hearing, number 1, an ordinance to declare as a surplus vehicle unit 770-2003 Ford Expedition, VIN number IFMPU 16LB88204, and approval to sell the vehicle to Springfield, Louisiana Fire Department. Ernest Peters.
Yes, good evening, and this is the vehicle we brought to the council. Now we're here for the public hearing. If there's any information, we're going to sell through surplus this Ford Expedition to the city of Springfield for their fire department.
Any input from the audience? Seeing none? Thank you, sir. And now we're going to go into our regular session. Roll call.
Johnny Blunt.
Here.
Jason Hood.
Here.
Bobby Martin.
Here.
Lamar Marshall.
Here.
Mike Williams.
Here.
Okay. I will call on Mr. Vick for prayer, please.
I invite all of you to bow your heads and join with me in a moment of contemplation and reflection on our divine Creator. Oh God, we thank you for the beauty of this day. We thank you for this new season with its promise of new beginnings, new hope, and new opportunities to be of service to others in our community. Even as we look at the beautiful flowers and the budding trees in the good city that you gave us, this Hammond that we know and love, we thank you for this community. We thank you for those who choose to serve us, the council, the mayor, those people who serve us as policemen, firemen, emergency caregivers, and all the good people in our community who reach out to others. We ask that you give all of us a giving mind, giving hands, and a giving heart so that we can see the needs of our fellow citizens and be of service to them. We thank you for the gift of this great nation of ours, for its laws and its traditions, and for its many privileges, including the privilege of being able to pray in public here tonight. We thank you for the men and women who have defended our country over the years and who do so until this very day. And we ask that you return them home. And we hope and pray for a world of peace, a very difficult proposition, but something that you promised. We pray these things in the name of the one who saves us. Amen.
Amen. Our pledge of allegiance will be done by Ms. Bridget Rowe from Hammond Eastside Elementary Magnet School.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you. This is for you. Now, appreciation of your coming. Okay. Now you're in history. Okay, are there any council reports?
Mr. President, I do have a couple of things to announce. I know that Mayor Foster is going to cover in more details the community build in Lincoln Park that's scheduled for this weekend. But I just wanted to go on record and just make sure that let the mayor know how much I know I appreciate the effort from him personally and his staff for making this project become a reality. I know that Lincoln Park was probably annexed into the city probably in the late 80s, and I know in the past Mayor Foster had attempted to try to do some things in the area to build a park in Lincoln Park, and we've been able to, in this last 4 years, been able to put a good plan in place, and this weekend will be historical for the city of Hammond and for Lincoln Park, because as most people know, that Lincoln Park is a neighborhood with low resources and having no place for the kids primarily to play, and the kids not having access to go to a park. So this is going to be a major thing for the neighborhood, and so I just wanted to appreciate Mayor Foster and his staff for making this happen. So I'm sure you'll cover that in more details later on. And then secondly, we have the opportunity to meet earlier this week, or last week, to talk about the pilot program for the trash pickup process on Hook Drive. And Buddy Ridgely, I think he's here today. I think Buddy's out there somewhere, right? So Buddy's going to talk a little bit about what we've been doing, and I just want to share with the council, like I shared with you and the mayor earlier, that the pilot has been extremely successful, and the basic comment from the residents would be that they want it to continue, and they don't want to lose the receptacles that they have now. So, Buddy, if you don't mind talking about that for a little bit.
As Councilman Marshall said, it was very successful. We used the large 90-gallon containers provided by PDI, and we tried it for about 6 weeks, I guess.
6 weeks, right.
And it was very positive with the residents. And I think what this did for us is, as we approach the end of the year, it'll be time to redo our garbage contract. And we know what they're doing now is pretty successful. We don't have any issues other than with a lot of can issues with people not having the proper containers, not having proper lids. And this would give us another option if, when we get ready to bid it out, if we wanted to try to bid it out both ways and see if the residents like the one can method once a week or what we're doing now. And we can check the prices and see how they compare to each other when we get ready to bid it out. That'll come at the end of the year, but that told us what we needed to know, that this is a good program and it works real good.
Right. Now, I think one of the main things that we saw, Buddy, was the unintentional trash, that debris that blows because trash is put out with no containers or no tops, no lids. And then we spend time picking that trash up, Vic, which I'm sure you could appreciate. So when we would do our drive-bys after trash pickup, you know,
Pretty clean.
it was pretty clean, except for maybe some isolated spots where people just intentionally put trash on the ground. But typically, you don't see the trash that was blowing from just trash that comes off of containers with no lids.
It was
So
definitely successful, I think, and I didn't talk to anybody that didn't like it.
okay. So we just wanted to make sure the council was aware of that, and it gives the mayor and Buddy an option when we go to bid the contract for this year. So I appreciate that. Does anybody have any councilman have any questions about it? Okay. All right. Thanks. That's my report, Mr. President.
Any other council report? Mr. Mayor?
Buddy, you can come back up. I think you have something regarding the Household Hazardous Waste Recycling Day.
Saturday, May the 3rd, from 8 to 12 at Z Merritt Park is going to be our, I don't know, lost count, Mayor, how many you reckon we've had? Probably 14 or 15 of them. We've been doing it for 7 or 8 years, twice a year. And we're going to do our spring Household Recycling Day. I won't get into everything. It is the proclamation. You have the proclamation. I left a stack of the flyers on the desk over here for anyone that would like to pick it up and see what all we take and don't take. That'll be coming up on May the 3rd.
Thank you.
Also, thank you, Buddy. We have several other reports. Lacey, do you want to give an update, please, on the Jackson build that Councilman Marshall was talking about, since you've sort of been overseeing this project? And one of the things I'd like to discuss is the rain plan.
The rain plan is that we will build a playground in the rain. There's 40% chance for both Friday and Saturday, but we're hoping that comes later in the afternoon rather than in the morning time. We do have, I went out to the site just now, just prior to coming here, and it has dried up very nicely. We are fully ready to install the playground and to install the swings next to it. We have approximately 75 volunteers signed up. We have received donations for both breakfast and lunch for both days from many of our local grocery stores, from Chick-fil-A and from Raising Cane's. So we have lots of folks who have donated. We even had Ed's Plumbing donated our porta potties. So we've had lots of things come through and lots of people in the community coming together to build this playground.
Parking?
Parking will be at
Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park Baptist Church, thank you, at 2707 Garner Street. I was like, I wrote it on your sheet. And it will also be in Rogers Moore neighborhood along Brentwood. The residents along Brentwood, there's 5 houses right there, and they have all agreed to allow us to help cut through kind of their yards to get to Hardin Drive. Brentwood runs parallel to Hardin Drive, and that's where we will be building the playground.
Questions?
7 o'clock start time.
Saturday, 7 o'clock Saturday.
On Friday, we are starting at 9 o'clock. We're going to have a big meet and greet. We're going to have breakfast. The truck is supposed to arrive at 10 o'clock. We'll be unloading equipment, assembling some of the big pieces, and setting the swing posts in concrete. And then on Saturday, we will be completing the majority of the build of the playground. We're going to start at 7 in the morning and work until we're finished.
Thank you, Lacey, and thank you for all your hard work on this project. Mr. President, if I may just cover a couple other items. We did host the Mid-Size Cities Conference last week. It was very successful. We had 38 cities that were represented, and thank you, Mr. President, for being there. I think it was a very successful conference. The next conference will be held in October in Thibodaux. If anyone's interested in going, I'll be getting some more information on that. We had the Cleanest City judging. We only received notice on Friday that they were going to be here today to judge the city of Hammond for the Cleanest City contest. This is for the district, and I'm happy to report that we won the district. Just got a phone call right before the council meeting, so we will be participating in the state Cleanest City judging from the Louisiana Garden Club Federation. We'll get that date probably in the next week or so when they will be here. And I have to say that I wish they would have judged the state today, because every one of the judges were most appreciative of the way that the city looks. So Vic, thank you. Keep Hammond beautiful, and everybody that helped on making Hammond the cleanest city. We do have some cleanup days coming up on April the 11th. This is the state program sponsored by Jay Darden. And on April 12th, I believe, Vic, is the full cleanup day, and that will be at
Here.
At
City Hall.
Meeting here at City Hall.
Please, council members, try to make the April the 11th thing. We want to have a good showing. They funded this for us to put it on. It's called the Leaders Against Litter program, and it'll be here. We'll ask you just to pick up an hour, then come back and have a light lunch, and we'll sign the big pledge board and everything. We really would like to have a good show.
Bottom line is, take your picture.
We'll be here to do a really big story.
I'm more interested in the next day, Vic, with all due respect. The other good news that we have is a sales tax report. I did not send this out because we just got it in today. Today's the first of the month. Sales tax collections, now these were for sales that were for February, were $1,464,561, an increase of 1.77%. And if that holds true to form, if we meet budget, we'll be about $750,000 over in sales tax collections. Good news. That's my report, Mr. President.
Well, Mr. Mayor, to you and all of your staff with the cleanup and everything, I think that you have definitely earned a round of applause for that accomplishment. Team Hammond.
Team Hammond.
Team Hammond. All right, thank you very much. Okay, as we move on, any new businesses in town?
How we doing, folks? I'm
Doing
from
great.
Howard's. You ever heard of us before? Yes. Most of you probably haven't. We sell pizzas. We're not gonna do any business with Subway. They're right next to us, though.
It's all right. We can all get along. We can all get along.
We're all getting along. Where the Langley's was, the old seafood restaurant, finally, when you drive by, we can have one. Howard's is there. It's beautiful.
It looks great. I was confident that building's been nice, so thank you.
What Howard Howard's is all about is, we're a new franchise in Louisiana. This is our 4th restaurant in Shoals Haven. We have 1 in Lafayette, 2 in Evolution, and Shoals Haven.
Are you Howie? Would you give us your name, please?
My name is Darryl Warnock. I'm the supervisor of operations for this company. Ray Williams is the owner of this franchise. We're known for 9 flavored crust pizza is what we're known for. It's something new to Louisiana. It's originally from Michigan, but we got great pizza. We're open from 11 to 4 a.m. So if you're hungry, want a late night snack, we deliver up until 4 a.m. Which is amazing because all our operations in Baton Rouge, you'd be surprised. Open until 4 a.m. You get any business? Most of our business is after 12. It's amazing. So, anyway, I want to welcome you there tonight. If you want a pizza, after you get out of here, we are.
You get tired
I really Okay. But tonight, from 5 to 8, when you get out of here, if you want to get free pizza, it's for friends and family. And since I just met you all, you're all friends. You're all welcome to come and get some pizza. Take a look at it. Okay?
And I think we also have some.
I brought some pizza back there also. There's a couple of people sitting back there on the table. All right?
All right.
So I'll give you a couple, I'll pass on a couple of these. Anybody up here like a couple of them?
Sure. Thank you. You're welcome.
I'm sure all those college kids back there are happy about that 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
4 a.m.
Take a look at our menu. We also have grab and go for the businesses. Give us a call. We'll deliver to you. Give you a couple of these. We'll bring you holly rolls or pizza or something like that. I'm going to set some magnets back there too on the counter so you can put them on the refrigerator or wherever. But thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Come see us. Okay?
Wish you well. Okay, approval of minutes.
Yeah, welcome to
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from March 18, 2014.
Johnny Blunt. Jason Hood.
Aye.
Bobby Martin.
Aye.
Lamar Marshall.
Aye.
Mike Williams.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Resolutions, none. Old business, none. New business. A resolution authorizing the transfer of funds in the Water and Sewer Department. The public is referred.
We have number 1.
Number 1. Wow. Right here?
Use a biphone.
Oh, yeah.
Use a biphone.
That number 1.
That number 1. All right, number 1. A resolution authorizing Itzo's illegal burrito located at 1720 West Thomas Street, Suite A, to receive a high-low alcohol permit with conditional approval pending inspection. The owner, Restaurant Number 8 LLC.
K&F Restaurant.
K&F Restaurant.
Can you see it? Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Jen.
So we have another new business in town.
Yay.
Yay! Izzo's is asking for a conditional approval of alcohol tonight. They are coming along just fine with the building and all of that over there. The alcohol license application is all in order. Everything's good there. We're just waiting on their inspections. So we're asking that this be approved pending the outcome of inspections. We do have someone here tonight, and I will be happy to call him up if y'all have any questions or want to talk to him. But we're saying, let's approve them
Okay,
pending their inspections.
right.
Jenny, are they going to occupy both buildings, both?
The whole building? No. I think there's 3 suites in that building.
Okay.
So there'll be 2 empty, and they're going to be in a big
Subleases.
part of it. Yeah. They have a anticipated projection date of the 25th of April.
Okay.
And
Good.
we're hoping that they'll meet that.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
if you'd like to come up,
Looks
we
very,
have a
really nice,
representative
too.
here tonight.
Okay.
My name is Conrad Fountain. I'm the CFO of the company. As she said, we're looking to open the 25th of April. So we have turned in everything, and we're waiting on the inspections for the final opening.
Okay. Well, Conrad, we welcome you, and we wish you well in your business, selling burritos. But we want you to keep in mind, in terms of the alcohol, that we are very much concerned about alcohol being served to minors. And of course, you'll be getting a lot of college students, so I suggest you be mindful about serving them burritos, not alcohol. And
Yes, sir.
because we have a police chief here who is definitely aggressive in making sure that alcohol isn't served to minors, okay?
Okay.
All
Yes, sir.
right. So we welcome you and wish you well, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You gonna bring samples?
Yeah, Hungry Howie just outdid you this day, huh?
Sorry, the kitchen's not open yet. Yeah.
You can come back.
The 25th, we're gonna partner up with a local charity, do Pay What You Can Day, and come in, pay what you can. All proceeds will go to the local charity we partner up with.
Can I mention that local charity?
Sure, I'll give it to my marketing director.
I'll give you a
I know, I think y'all picked one already, huh?
Oh, I'm not aware. I haven't been told yet.
Okay, I know.
Oh,
Anyway.
you do? Well, you can mention it if you
My
want.
daughter works for them. Child Advocacy Services.
Okay.
Yes, CS.
Awesome.
Very worthy charity.
Awesome.
So congratulations. Thank you. I'm the chairman of the board as well.
Okay.
So.
Anything else?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Johnny
Is
Blunt?
that penny that they give the money to?
No.
Okay, I was wondering if.
Nice try.
Oh, I was wondering if you were gonna put that out there too.
Good.
Yes, but I'm just teasing.
Johnny Blunt?
Aye.
Jason Hood? Bobby Martin? Lamar Marshall?
Aye.
Mike Williams?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, number 2. A resolution authorizing the transfer of funds in the Water and Sewer Department. The public is referred to the printed agenda, which shows the specific project numbers and amounts to be transferred. Gary?
Thank you for that. Call me Gary Senior. I'm handling both this item and the next item, which are the same item. We've had, as you know, we appropriated some funds to do some rehabilitation to some rear lot sewer lines, primarily on Dakota, Idaho, and West Colorado. Well, we since had a number of complaints with 3 months of rain, and the problem is pretty much rampant in that entire neighborhood. And the inaccessibility of the rear lot sewers has made it next to impossible for us to fix it with any conventional means. So we're employing some innovative processes to go in, investigate the lines, cut the roots out, and then line the systems, and as little access to the rear yard as possible. And in some places, it is just not possible. But anyway, Gary found, and the mayor went through his budget and got a little bit of money out of his budget. That amount is $88,000. That's from his operating budget. And we already had $75,000 appropriated this year's capital project. So we have $163,000 total. We'd like to make it by resolution of council officially make that transfer into this project, and let's get these problems done, because we've had bathrooms flooded with sewage. We've had problems, severe problems in there, and it's gotten worse with the rain. That's always the case. But rather than only do one block, which is what we put 75,000, or 2 blocks, which is what we put 75,000 in, we want to do all 5 blocks. I know it's the same problem. We don't have the calls from everybody, but there's no point in ignoring that they all have the same problem, more than likely. And while we got the company in there, it'd be easier just to go in the rear lots and look at every sewer line, clean it, cut the roots out, and line it if it needs lining. We'll know after we cut the roots out if there are any failures or separations of joints and so forth. So that's the resolution number 1, would be to authorize that transfer. $88,000 from sewer operating to the capital project.
So, is there any particular reason, I know that, Mr. President, ask a question.
Okay, sure.
So, I know we've been having some of those similar issues on Dixie Street, Chuck, because I get calls like every day, and Gary and I have talked about at least 8 times this year about, sewer backing up in houses in that area. Is this, so this is not going to address, like...
This is not going to address Dixie Street.
Right,
That's
so-
the first I've heard,
so that's-
your comment's the first time I've heard that.
So Gary has never mentioned that. So
I mean, he
in
would
essence-
probably be wanting to put it on this next year's budget, I would assume, and I can handle that. If I'd known about it, I probably would have put it on next year's
Well,
budget.
his comment to me has been that until we finish this $5 million sewer project, which is going to keep the rainwater out of the sewer system so that it doesn't flood, because we're going to be able to fix all of these cracks or in the piping, that would be all inclusive in that one project.
That's an inaccurate statement, if he made that statement, because that work is north of Thomas Street that you're talking about, and the bonds are only for south of Thomas Street. So 190 is the borderline from where we're doing a rehab. But we certainly can look at that and include that if we need to do that work.
Okay, I'll get with you.
I don't mind doing that.
Okay, I'll get with you on that. Thanks.
Make a motion to approve.
Second. Johnny Blunt. Jason Hood.
Aye.
Bobby Martin.
Aye.
Lamar Marshall.
Aye.
Mike Williams.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Number 3, a resolution authorizing the issuance of bids for the sewer cleaning and rehabilitation of the area known as the Green Lawn area, including but not limited to West Idaho, West Dakota, West Colorado, West Michigan, North General Pershing, and North General Patton Streets.
So that's pretty much the boundaries of the area we're working in. We're actually going to solicit quotations. We're going to do an investigation first. That'll have to take separate quotes. And we talked to In Situ Forum about their contract prices, which are very good on the rest of the work. And we're going to add a change order. So we're only getting quotes for the survey work. The rest is already contract prices. We have a contract in force. So that's what we're going to do. We're not actually going to get public bids. We're going to get 3 quotes from contractors that do the investigation work and use our contract prices for the actual rehabilitation.
This is for the big project. This is going to piggyback the big project.
Yes, it's going to piggyback the big overall project, but it won't come out of bond funds for the same reason I told you, Lamar, that it won't come out of bond funds, because it's north of Highway 190, or north of Thomas Street.
Motion to approve. Second.
Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Jason Hood.
Aye.
Bobby Martin.
Aye.
Lamar Marshall.
Aye.
Mike Williams.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you. Number 4, a resolution to authorize the purchase of an asphalt roller for the street department at a cost of $39,077.50 on state contract number 408751. Ernest Peters.
Street Department has a need for this asphalt compressor, asphalt roller. And we went and we initially did some prices, and then we determined that the state contract price was less, so therefore we're bringing it to the council approvals for purchase of state contract for the $39,7750.
2 things, Mr. Ernest. Number 1, we did look at local suppliers.
We talked to Mr. Charlie, and they do not make that, or have that kind of equipment.
Number
That
2,
particular,
the
yeah.
funds for this are already budgeted,
Okay,
correct?
yes.
That was
Robert told me they were.
They are budgeted. They are the capital projects.
Motion to approve.
Johnny Blunt. Jason Hood.
Aye.
Bobby Martin.
Aye.
Lamar Marshall. Mike Williams. Motion approved.
Thank you, sir. Final adoption of ordinance? None. Old business? None. New business? An ordinance to declare as a surplus vehicle Unit 770-2003, Ford Expedition. The vehicle identification number is shown on the printed agenda, and approval to sell the vehicle to Springfield, Louisiana Fire Department. Ernest Peters.
Motion to approve. Second.
Johnny Blunt.
Aye.
Jason Hood.
Aye.
Bobby Martin.
Aye.
Lamar Marshall. Mike Williams.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Introduction of ordinance and set of public hearings, none.
We'll see everyone Friday and Saturday.
Friday.
Bring your boots.
Bring your boots.
Rain jacket.
Lacey says no.